Today's subject matter is teaching language skills, which includes teaching listening, teaching speaking, teaching reading, and teaching writing. Possible questions and answers for the practice are as follows. English is provisioned as a standalone or separate subject within the integrated curriculum for grade 1 to 3. How do you connect it with themes in other subject areas while teaching English? Also, elucidate some of the challenges while teaching English using a theme-based approach. What are the suitable teaching methods to improve the listening comprehension skills of primary level students? What types of teaching activities should teachers conduct to enhance listening comprehension? What strategies should be adopted to develop the speaking skills of students studying at the primary level in the classroom? What kind of teaching methods should teachers use to make students speak clearly and confidently? What are the teaching methods that can be adopted by the teachers to develop ability of students to read and understand? How do you evaluate the students' understanding of the text? Right. Write teaching activities to improve the writing skills of primary level students. Create two assessment questions to determine whether students' writing skills have improved. Since you are a primary teacher, how do you incorporate all four language skills into one lesson plan? Create a lesson plan for one of the language skills. Question number one. English is provisioned as a standalone or separate subject within the integrated curriculum for grade 1 to 3. How do you connect it with themes in other subject areas when teaching English? Also, elucidate some of the challenges while teaching English using a theme-based approach. The answer is in the integrated curriculum for grades 1 to 3, English is taught as a standalone subject. This curriculum focuses on the foundational skills of the English language listening, speaking, reading, and writing. It also supports the learning process in other subjects where English content is related to or integrated with other subjects. This type of teaching aids in all the overall language development of students and enhances their subject knowledge. Integration of English in the curriculum for grades 1 to 3. In the integrated curriculum for grades 1 to 3, English is taught as a standalone subject. This approach facilitates language teaching and helps in overall language development of students. The curriculum emphasizes the foundational skills of English language such as listening, speaking, reading, and writing. It also enables students to learn content related to other subjects. Although English is a separate subject, efforts are made to integrate with the content of other subjects, allowing students to learn the language while applying their knowledge from different disciplines. For example, concepts from subjects like our surroundings or mathematics can be taught in English, helping students to establish a connection between the content and the language. Ways to integrate English with other subjects. The first one is use of themes or topics. English lesson plans can include themes related to other subjects. For example, the theme of nature can incorporate relevant vocabulary, sentence structures, and text in English, allowing students to learn about the environment and nature in English. The second one is related activities with other subjects. While teaching animals in science, students can learn the names and description and characteristics of animals in English, strengthening their knowledge of both subjects. The third one is integrating with mathematics. While teaching numbers in mathematics, students can practice recognizing, writing, and pronouncing these numbers in English. The next one is selection of reading materials. Reading materials can be selected to contribute to other subjects. For example, content related to family and social studies can also be used for reading practice in English. Group work and projects. Students can be divided into groups and assigned projects related to themes from various subjects. For example, while learning about shapes, students can write the names of different shapes in English and describe their uses. Cultural and social content. Cultural and social themes can be included in English lessons, such as describing and discussing festivals like Tees, Dasai, and New Year in English. Practical exercises. Concepts learned in mathematics or science can be applied by practicing counting numbers in English, describing experiments done in science lab, or labeling locations on a map. And the last one is stories and songs related to subjects like mathematics, science, or our surroundings can be taught in English. Now we are going to talk about the challenges of the theme-based approach. The first one is language level and subject complexity. Students are often at a beginner level in English, making it difficult for them to understand complex subjects. The language may be complicated when paired with complex subject matter, creating challenges for students in understanding both the content and the language. The next one is teachers' proficiency in language and subject matter. In the theme-based approach, teachers need to be proficient not only in English but also in other subject matters. Teachers need to achieve expertise in both areas. Lack of resource material is another challenge. Special reading materials, images, videos, and other resources are needed for subject-based English teaching. These resources may not be available in all schools, which can create problems in learning process. Student engagement. Young students especially may find it challenging to stay focused and engaged. The content may not align with their interest, making it difficult to engage them in English related to these subjects. Another is time management. In subject-based teaching, teachers need to cover both English and other subject matters simultaneously. This can present challenges in time management as well as the integrated curriculum requires covering many topics. Students' diverse abilities. Students in grades 1 to 3 have varying language learning abilities. Not all students can grasp the language and subject matter at the same pace and level, presenting challenges in adapting the teaching process. Complexity and assessment. Assessing students' knowledge of content and language separately can be challenging when using a subject-based approach in English language. There may be a lack of clear criteria for evaluating both aspects effectively. Another is language barriers. Nepali students do not have English as their first language, making it difficult for them to understand the contents in English. This challenge can hinder their entire learning process. Here goes the conclusion. In the integrated curriculum for the grades 1 to 3, English is included as a standalone subject to help develop foundational language skills. This approach offers students the opportunities to integrate English with other subjects such as science and mathematics, strengthening the relationship between language and the contents. This contributes positively to the overall educational development of the students. Question number 2. What are the suitable teaching methods to improve the listening comprehension skills of primary level students? What types of teaching activities should teachers conduct to enhance listening comprehension? The answer is the development of listening skills in primary level student is crucial. Good listening abilities form the foundation for language learning, social interaction, and academic progress. Children with listening difficulties may face challenges in reading, writing, and participating in class. Therefore, timing, therefore, timely testing and necessary intervention are essential to support their Therefore, timely testing and necessary intervention are essential to support their overall development. Here are some teaching methods that can help improve the comprehension skills of primary level students. My first teaching method is storytelling. Teachers can capture students' attention by narrating interesting and simple stories. By using voice modulation and gestures, students can engage more deeply with the story, improving their listening and comprehension skills. Activities like mimicking characters' voices or repeating the key points of the students can be encouraged. The next one is active listening practice. Students are given listening tasks with specific objectives. For example, teacher may read a short passage and ask students to note down the key information. This helps students listen attentively and extract information. Music and songs are another methods. Songs can provide a fun and easy medium for students to learn. Students try to understand the lyrics, which improves their listening abilities. Teachers can also organize rhythm-based activities where students learn to listen and reproduce the words correctly. Listening-based games. Games like Clap the Beat or Complete the Story can be played. These games help enhance students' attention and improve their listening comprehension. Another is sound identification practice. Students are exposed to various sounds and asked to identify their sources or what they represent. This activity enhances their ability to recognize sounds and understand them based on listening. Communication expression. Students can be divided into pairs or groups for discussion or question answer sessions on a particular topic. This improves their ability to listen and comprehend while also expressing their thoughts and feelings. Students practice listening to others and providing accurate responses, which helps in improving their active listening skills. Here comes the teaching activities. The first one is use of listening materials. Teachers can have students listen to simple audio materials such as stories, poems, dialogues, or news. This helps in developing the habit of listening attentively and observing the information. Question answer model. After reading or playing an audio passage, the teacher can ask related questions. Students need to listen carefully to the content to answer correctly, which test and improve their comprehension skills. Storytelling and discussion. Teachers can narrate a story and then ask questions based on it, or lead a discussion. Students learn to express their opinions, answer questions, and grasp the main message of the story. Next is imitation practice. Students listen to dialogues in an audio clip and then practice imitating them. This activity improves their pronunciation and listening comprehension along with the gestures. Information retrieval games. Teachers can direct students to listen to audio content and retrieve specific information. For examples, they can ask questions like, what did the character say? This activity develops their ability to extract information from what they hear from the audio content. The next one is inference exercises. Teachers can play a part of message and ask students to infer the rest. This activity not only strengthens their logical reasoning and inference, but also improve their listening comprehension. Dictation activities. Teachers can dictate simple sentences or words and ask students to write them down. This helps students focus on listening and understand what they hear. Listening-based project work could be another activity. Students can listen to audio contents from various sources and prepare a report. Another is communication games. Students are divided into pairs or groups and the teachers give instructions that they must follow while playing the game. This improves their ability to listen and respond to the instructions. The next one is role play. Students act out different roles and engage in dialogues where they must listen to others and respond accordingly in various situations. This activity enhances their ability to listen and understand instantly and reply appropriately based on the context they are in. The conclusion is the listening ability of primary school student is essential for their overall educational and social development. Good listening skills help them understand language and sounds, participate in the curriculum, and maintain social relationships. Moreover, improvement in listening skills can bring their academic progress and raise their self confidence. Therefore, regular listening tests and early intervention are important to ensure their overall development. The third question is, what strategies should be adopted to develop the speaking skills of students studying at the primary level in this classroom? What kind of teaching methods should teachers use to make students speak clearly and confidently? The answer is is developing speaking skills is a vital part of children's linguistic, social, and cognitive growth. It helps them express their thoughts, boosts their confidence, and enables effective participation in the society. Diverse experiences, practice, and a positive environment can significantly enhance speaking skills, contributing to their overall personality development. To develop speaking skills in primary level students, the following strategies should be adopted. The first one is creating an encouraging environment. An environment that encourages students to speak freely should be created. This classroom should be safe and welcoming space where students can feel comfortable expressing their ideas and thoughts. Small group discussions. Divide students into small groups to discuss various topics, which will not only boost their confidence but also help them in learning how to articulate their thoughts. Assign a spokesperson for each group who will present the group's conclusions to the class. Speaking games. Use games to develop their speaking skills. Examples such as storytelling games, say a word, form a sentence, or sequential storytelling. These games can enhance students' attention and engagement, improving their language skills. The next one is interactive activities. Encourage students to ask questions, answer, or express their thoughts on any topic. For example, asking questions such as who did what prompts students to describe events. And moreover, activities where students work in pairs to ask and answer questions can also be organized. Storytelling. In order to develop speaking skills through storytelling, the students can be encouraged to create their own stories and present them in the class. Student storytelling activities improve students' vocabulary and pronunciation. Role play. Engage students in role playing different situations and characters, for instance, acting out scenarios like the first day of school or a shopping experience. These role play activities can improve their speaking style, pronunciation, and emotional experience, as well as the gestures. Providing opportunities. Students can be providing opportunities to make class presentations, practice in speech competitions, and speak at other school events. These regular practice opportunities will lead to significant improvements in the speaking English. Praise and reputation. Always encourage students and appreciate their efforts. Positive feedback will boost their confidence. Have them repeat what they have spoken during the practice, which helps clarifying their vocabulary and pronunciation. Now it comes to teaching methods to enhance clear and confident speaking. The first one is group discussion. Divide students into small groups and encourage them to present their thoughts on a specific topic. This helps them organize and express their ideas, increasing their confidence through peer discussion. Another is role play. Assigning different roles to students will help them learn how to speak in real life context. This will also assist them in confidently presenting their thoughts and ideas. Speaking practice. Request each student to give short speech on a topic, providing them with a speaking practice. This will improve word choice, voice projection, and presentation skills. Presentations. Encourage students to give presentation on a topic, enhancing their confidence. They will learn to prepare and use resources along with developing skills for facing an audience. Seminars. Motivate students to conduct seminars on different subjects, which will prepare them for public speaking and help build confidence. Question and answer sessions. Encourage students to ask and answer questions, improving their clarity and confidence in different subject matters. Expression games. Expression games such as tongue twisters or describe a picture will be useful in improving their speaking ability and clarity. Conclusion is developing speaking skills is foundational to a child's overall personality development. It strengthens their ability to express thoughts, engage socially, and build confidence. A diverse range of experiences, continuous practice, and a positive environment in the teaching process make children's speaking skills more effective. Ultimately, good speaking skills play a crucial role in laying the foundation for success in their academic, professional, and personal lives. Thank you. Fourth questions. What are the teaching The fourth question is what are the teaching methods that should be adopted by the teacher to develop the ability of students to read and understand? How do you evaluate students' understanding of the text? Right. The answer is the development of reading comprehension skills helps students understand the meaning, context, and purpose of a text. It enhances their critical thinking, analytical abilities while enabling them to grasp the deeper meanings of various materials and respond accordingly. To develop students' read, to develop students' reading comprehension skills, teachers can adopt the following teaching methods. The first one is pre-reading preparation and reviewing prior knowledge. Before starting a lesson, teachers should review students' prior knowledge, introduce relevant vocabulary, and explain the main purpose of the text. It helps students to understand the context of relation and also lay a foundation for the comprehension. Next one is active reading. Encourage students to highlight important points, take notes, and ask questions while reading any text. This keeps them engaged in reading process and also helps them maintain focus while also helping them to understand what the text really means. The third one is group discussions and debates. After reading, facilitate group discussions, debates, and question answer sessions among the students. These activities help students to reinforce their understanding and explore different perspectives of the text. Asking deep questions. Teachers should ask questions that encourage students to think critically and explore the depth of their understanding on different subject matters. These help students to better comprehend the meaning and context of the text. Using multiple resources. Various additional resources related to text, such as videos, articles, and pictures, can be used to make students' understanding more vivid and profound. This will increase their knowledge through various mediums. Related activities. For after reading, engaging in related activities such as creative writing, presentation, and project work helps students connect the materials they will have to read to their own lives. Continuous practice and repetition. Providing students with opportunities to continuous practice and repetition will help them solidify their understanding and also in long-term retention of information. Observation and feedback. Teachers should observe students' progress and activities and also provide feedback as needed. This will help students to identify their weaknesses and teachers to guide the students' improvements. Students' understanding of a text can be assessed in various ways. They are as follows. General questioning. After reading, teachers can ask students general questions covering the main ideas, context, and events of the text. The students' answer indicate how they have understood the text and how well they are able to comprehend it. Summary writing. Students can be asked to write a summary of the text that can help them determine how well they can identify and explain the main points. This helps in measure the depth of their comprehension skills. Detailed description. Teachers can ask students to describe or explain a specific part of the text in detail. This helps evaluate how well they have internalized and understood the text details. Creative writing. Activities such as writing alternative endings, character, character descriptions, writing new scenarios related to the text can help students to reveal how well they have understood the context of the text, and also it can enhance their creativity. The next one is group discussions. Gu- During group discussions, students can express and compare their understanding with each other. This helps measure their thought processes and level of comprehension while also giving feedbacks to each other. Rewriting. Teachers can ask students to rewrite the text in their own words. This helps evaluate how they have remembered and can express their understanding in their own words. Focus questions. By asking questions focused on different aspects of text, such as character psychology, the impact of an event, or the message of the text, teachers can easily assess how deeply students have understood those aspects. The next one is presentations. Preparing and presenting on the context of text in front of this class allows students to demonstrate their understanding. Presentations can help evaluate their comprehension, analysis, and expression skills in front of a mass. Questionnaires and worksheets. Using text-based questionnaires or worksheets, including multiple choice questions, true false questions, or short answer questions, can effectively assess students' understanding. The next one is project work. When students engage in project work related to the text, it reveals their understanding and how well they can apply their knowledge in practice. In conclusion, the development of reading comprehension skills enables students to understand not just the superficial meanings of the words but also their depth and context. It strengthens their critical thinking, analytical abilities, literary knowledge, and creativity. These can help them derive meaning from complex materials, organize thoughts systematically, express their ideas, and improve their comprehension skills effectively. This contributes significantly to academic success and personally this contributes significantly to the academic success and personal development of the students. Emilian. The fifth question is write teaching activities to improve the writing skills of primary students. Create two assessment questions to determine whether students' writing skills have improved. The answer is in order to improve the writing skills of primary students, regular writing practice, engaging creative activities, and positive feedbacks are very essential. Encouraging them to write on simple topics helps them improve sentence structure, grammars, and their vocabulary. Practicing different writing skills or styles such as storytelling, descriptive writing, and letter writing can enhance their creativity and confidence. The following are the teaching activities that can be adopted to improve the writing skills of primary students. Word and picture matching game. After teaching students new vocabulary, use pictures to help them understand the meanings. For example, while teaching the word sun, have them draw a picture of the sun. This helps them establish the connection between words and the meanings, especially those who are in our surroundings. Paragraph writing. Students can be given a simple title and ask them to write a short paragraph. For example, they can be asked to write on topics like my house or my friend, which helps them in expressing their thoughts clearly. Daily diary writing. Encourage students to write about their daily experience in a diary or journal. This motivates them to write regularly and help in improving their writing skills. Word games. Engage students in games such as arranging words alphabetically, identifying letters, or filling in missing letters. Such games can improve their vocabulary and ability to focus on writing. Story writing. Ask students to write short stories which will allow them to create characters, settings, and events through their creative imagination. This also teaches them to use their imagination in writing and comprehending them. Dialogue writing. Have students write a dialogue between two characters, for example, a conversation between a teacher and a student in a classroom. This helps in practicing the writing skills in their own natural style. Review and revise writing. Encourage students to revise their writing after reviewing them. Also, help them correct their mistakes. This teaches them to write better while incorporating the feedbacks. To assess whether students' writing skills have improved, the following two questions can be used. Write three sentences about a topic that you recently learned in class. The second question is recall an experience where you helped someone with something and describe it in 5 sentences. Question number 6. Since you are a primary teacher, how do you incorporate all 4 language skills in one lesson plan? Create a lesson plan for one of the language skills. Answer is the primary education. It is important to integrate all 4 language skills, that is, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, into a single lesson plan. This helps students learn to coordinate these skills effectively while using English language. Here I have presented a sample lesson plan that includes all 4 language skills. The topic is our school, and this is for the education level of grade 2nd. The time is for 60 minutes. The skills include listening, speaking, reading, and writing. The resources are textbook, pictures, reference materials, board, and short stories. The lesson plan includes the introductory activities for 10 minutes. The objective of the introductory activity is to engage students' interest and focus on the topic. The activity is the teachers will show some pictures related to school and ask student what is happening in those pictures. In case of speaking skill, students will describe the objects that they see in the picture. In case of listening skill, students listen to teachers' question and also to their classmates' answer. The second is main activity for 30 minutes. The first main activity is storytelling for 10 minutes. The objective is to engage students in listening and reading skills. Activity is the teacher will read a short story titled Our School. In case of listening skills, students attentively listen to the story. In case of reading skills, students follow along the story in their books where appropriate. Second is story discussion for 10 minutes. The objective is to encourage students to answer questions related to the story. Activity is the teacher asks some questions about the story. In case of speaking skill, students will present their answers, and in case of listening skills, the other students will listen to their classmates' answer. The third one is reading practice for 10 minutes. The objective is to help improve students' reading skills. The activity is the students will have this, the teacher will have students read the story again. And this time, students are encouraged to read aloud. In case of reading skill, the students read the stories together or individually, which will help them improve their pronunciation and vocabulary. Third is writing activity for 15 minutes. The objective is to develop writing skills of the students. Activity is students will be asked to write a short paragraph on the topic My School. Students express their thoughts in writing, which will eventually contribute to their writing skill. And the last is closing activity for 5 minutes. The activity will help in reviewing the entire lesson. The teachers will read some students' writing and reviews the entire lessons while giving them constructive feedbacks. In case of listening skills, students listen to teachers' review and students will answer the teacher's question in case of improving the speaking skill. Therefore, this is how a lesson plan is divided. Therefore, this is how A lesson plan is developed to incorporate all forms of language skills to teach the students from primary level. Thank you for listening and watching this video till the very end.
शिक्षक सेवा आयोगको परीक्षाको तयारीका लागि आवश्यक पर्ने शिक्षा सम्बन्धी नोटहरू र प्रश्न उत्तरहरू किताबी संसार.com मा गएर पनि अध्ययन गर्न सकिन्छ। आजको विषयवस्तु यहाँहरूलाई कस्तो लाग्यो? मेरो युट्युब च्यानल KHILANATHDHAMALA1 खिलनाथ धमला 1 लाइक, कमेन्ट, सब्सक्राइब, सेयर गरी शिक्षासँग चासो राख्ने व्यक्तिसम्म पुर्याई सहयोग गरिदिनु हुन हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्दछु। शिक्षासँग सम्बन्धित सामग्रीहरू नियमित रूपमा पस्कँदै जानेछु। धन्यवाद।